Can you take this hit? Of course you can take that hit. Low kicks are nothing to you. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Pokemon Crystal. For those of you who are like, oh, it's probably a Pokemon game, you got it right. I love this game so much that I finally get to sit down and play it on Twitch, and it's going to be really cool. If you were hoping for a Nuzlocke, I'm sorry, but I actually love this game, and I want to play it from beginning to probably beating the Elite Four, if not then fighting Red, so that's what we're going to do. I'm a guy in this game. You see, I'm writing a paper I want to present at a conference, but there are some things I don't quite understand yet. So, I'd like you to raise a Pokemon, go out in the wild, leave home, and be in constant danger as you do this task for me. What do you say? Okay, so I left a second poll on the Discord server of which Pokemon to start with. It was like so one-sided it's not even funny. It's like almost 20 people picked Cyndaquil, so we gotta go with Cyndaquil. I left it to a vote. Personally, I would go with Totodile so I can go and catch a Growlithe, but I can't do that now. I like Quilliam. I don't know why I do, but it just seems like the kind of Pokemon that's kind of like really just does nothing but talks down on you, and it's really obnoxious, which I find kind of funny. So I'm going with that. Sorry, could have called it Quills. Quills for short. So you can't miss it. But in case, here's your phone number. In case you can't figure out how a straight line works or a direct path. There are only 2 of us, so we're always busy. I have accepted 2 things from random strangers today. I have an idea of what I want to use, but I'm always open for suggestions. I just want to make sure I cover all of my weaknesses, or any possible weaknesses, and, you know, just not get destroyed. If you talk to a 3rd stranger, this is a Pokemon Center. They heal your Pokemon in no time at all. You'll be relying on them a lot, so you better learn about them. You're gonna suck in this battle, so in this entire challenge, so good luck. Hey, it's Barry. You seem dependable. How would you like to help me out? At this point, we have met 5 strangers. Just saying. Because we have a rival right here. Our rival has arrived. How to be a villain in the old Pokemon games. Just say that Pokemon are used for power and call your opponent weak. That's how you do. That's how you do it. Now, he has Totodile, which would scare the crap out of me if it wasn't at level 5 and only knew Scratch and Leer. So, I should be good to go. Unless I miss a tackle. Oh gosh, this is gonna go well. As long as I don't get hit by any critical hits, I should be fine. 1 more and it's done. Out of the evolutions, either Flareon or Jolteon are your favorite. Nice. So good choices. So Quilliam's now at level 8 and is about almost halfway to level 9. We defeated this guy. Are you happy you won? Yeah, I'm happy I won. You suck. Did you happen to get his name? What are we naming our rival? Yeah, that's my rival. Yep, Dylan was his name. Thanks for helping with this investigation. E. Oh, I swear one of my Pokemon's gonna be named E. Might be Espeon, if I go for it. Before you leave, make sure that you talk to your mom. Yeah, you don't tell me what to do. Actually, should I take a Pidgey with me? Because I'm gonna need a flying type for a while. Until I can find a better one, Pidgey's coming with me. I think Cyndaquil is gains access to Thunder Punch when it evolves. It's able to get Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, and Ice Punch when you go to the game corner. Did this thing really just break out of that Pokeball? I think until it gets Flamethrower, I'll give it Fire Punch. I'm only picking Pidgey because I need a decent flying type for a little bit. Once I find a better one, I may go with a different Pokemon. But what do we name Pidgey? Alright, Burb wins. It's a good tactic for choosing your starter Pokemon. You need to know what each Pokemon type is strong. How many different types they're effective against. I usually go by how many gyms I could defeat with that one Pokemon alone. Like if you play Pokemon Red and you go for a Charmander, you're gonna have a disadvantage with the first 2 gyms, but you will have an advantage over the 4th gym. And it's kind of like so-so with every other gym. If you pick a Bulbasaur, the first 3 gyms are a breeze, and so is the final gym. But you will have difficulty with the probably the 5th and 6th gym. When you go up against Koga and Sabrina, you will have big problems there. But you are going to be covered with, like, better Pokemon. If you use a Squirtle, the first gym's easy, second gym you'll be okay with, third gym's a disaster, fourth gym's a disaster. All the way up to the last 2 gyms you'll be okay. I mean, it'll be so-so. And if I attack... Oh, this won't go well. How much damage do you do? Oh, you don't do enough damage. Actually, no, you can do enough to beat this trainer, but that's about it. Unless it does that. Let the gamers learn. Oh, okay, that works. Epic Gamer moment in Pokemon Crystal on Virtual Console because you can catch Celebi after beating the Elite Four. Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that. I just thought about like being able to connect to my 2DS, so that way I can do trades on stream if I need to. Or maybe even bring over a Mew from my my Pokemon Red or Yellow or whichever game I have it on. I have it in one of those games. Ah, lost again. Doggone it. Never expect a kid to say that. Yeah, Crobat is amazing in this game. I love it. So I might take a like a Zubat with me. Because the team that I had when I first beat Pokemon Crystal was, I think it was Feraligatr, Arcanine, Espeon, Crobat, I think I had a Nidoking, and I don't remember what my last Pokemon was. I think it was like a Dragonair, because I was trying to get a Dragonite. Actually, would you want to see me go for a Dragonite? Just try to train a Dragonite or a Dragonair the whole time? It's just that we're gonna have to get it very late into the game. The Dratini from Dragon's Den. Yeah, I'm gonna try and answer those questions correctly so I can get one with extreme speed. I am so looking forward to getting. I want to get that and just have a really cool one and have a really badass Dragonite. That will take forever to train, and I am looking forward to none of it because, let's be honest, training that's going to be a drag, but only because it evolves at like 55 or 56. For Tyranitar and Dragonite, can I get a Larvitar in this game? Because if I can get a Larvitar in the game, I have no problems going for it. Silver Cave? Oh, that's very late in the game. I think you can get one, like, beneath Blackthorn City. Nope, never mind. Mount Silver during the day. Ugh, that's late. Why is Pokemon Crystal my favorite game? I really love Pokemon games because I grew up playing them, and there was always something about Generation 2 that got my attention, and I loved playing through it. It was just a fun adventure to go through, plus you can go back to the older region, and you can go back to Kanto. So, growing up with Pokemon, that was just like a huge thing for me. And when I found out about some of the extra things that were added in Pokemon Crystal, it was one of those, this is the definitive Pokemon game for me. So, that's why I love it. Game Corner has it for 7.7. Ooh, yeah, nope, not doing that. I'd rather go to Mount Silver. I'd rather go to Mount Silver, get a Larvitar there. Hopefully it's not over level 33, I believe. Because if it's not over that level, then I would just make... If it is, then I would make an egg of it. If it's not, then it's fine. Johto's basically a pushover. Well, I mean, Whitney's the exception, but that's only because of that point in the game. But everything else, if you know what you're getting into, then yeah. You know what? I think I'm not gonna go with Zubat this time, only because I want to go for an Espeon. And trying to evolve 2 Pokemon that have to evolve with happiness is going to be it's going to take a long time. I wish Pokemon would recover some HP after winning a battle, just so you wouldn't have to waste as many potions. Yeah, that would be cool, but that's... Unfortunately, we don't get that. It'd be too much hand-holding. Why? The new games do that enough as it is. I'm pretty sure you'd be used to it at this point. Or... the people who love the newest games, I'm pretty sure they'd be used to it. It's like, no, you have to go to this specific area and you can't leave yet until you're done doing everything. Rather than, okay, you can go here, you can't go any further, but you can backtrack if you want to. That's up to you. I don't know, I have a bit of an issue with the new generation of Pokemon games. Just Generation 7, I have like issues with it just because they made it to the point where it was kind of boring to go through and it was a bit of a drag. So that's why I wasn't a fan of it. So in Violet City, there's maybe 2 things you can do. If you don't have a fire type yet, this is the best part that you can go to if you're playing in the morning or in the daytime. You just go up here to Route 36, and you go to this little patch of grass, and you just walk in. And if it's early enough, I'm hoping I can find the specific Pokemon here. There you go. So, if you don't have a fire type at this point in the game, Growlithe is an excellent choice for fire type Pokemon. Pokemon Doctor says as you're leaving, hope to see you again, as if she's hoping your Pokemon get hurt. How terrible. She is not the nicest. Now, I only went in there just to show that you can get that. Flamethrower at 50, or if you go to the game corner on Wednesdays, you can actually trade in coins for it. So whichever one happens first, you can do. Another place you can come to is to the Ruins of Alph. What we can do is this puzzle. I used to hate this puzzle when I was younger because I didn't know what it was, and to me it was like super difficult to figure out. Now that I look at it, it's like, oh, this puzzle was easy. What was I on about when I was younger? And if you do that, well, I mean, you fall through the trap hole, but you also gain access to more Pokemon. There we go. Just want to run into one of them just to show it off. You get Unknown. There's 26 of them. They added 2 more with Generation 3, so there's like a whole Pokedex for them as well. They have Hidden Power, and the type is different depending on which Unknown you have. Please do not let that be a water or ground. It's okay. Sometimes you'll come across Unknown with a move that's super effective, which is terrifying. Other times you'll come across one that's not very effective, and those are the ones you're going to want to, if you have a Zubat, those are the ones you're going to want to use to train. So we have nothing else to do except go through the Sprout Tower. Only because I want to be slightly overpowered for this. However hard we battle, the tower will stand strong. Okay. At nighttime, when you play this, you can catch Ghastly. So if you want a really good ghost type, there you go. So now Quilliam's at 10, and we'll be getting Ember within the next 2 levels. The stages here either have a Bellsprout or they have a Hoot Hoot. Both are easy to take down, unless you have a water type for your starter. Then you might have some trouble, unless you get like a flying type. And then Gen 1, I always pick Squirtle. Unless it's like Pokemon Yellow where I'm stuck with Pikachu, but then I get all 3 starters, and finding out that Charizard is the worst one for the Elite Four, while the other 2 can hold their own. That was disappointing. I was like, oh, I got this Charizard, it's got Fly, it's got Fire moves. Go up against the Jinx, it dies instantly. I was like, okay, fine. Bulbasaur, Cyndaquil, Mudkip, Piplup, Oshawott, Froakie, Litten, Scorbunny. Nice. Mine is Squirtle, Totodile, Trico, Chimchar, Oshawott. Man, I didn't use anything from Gen 6. Huh. I guess Fennekin. Rowlet, and then I'm gonna go with Sobble. It's like I took a Chespin with me, and then later on I was like, oh hey, do you want this starter? Just see, it's like the Kanto one's like, okay, yeah, I'll take a Squirtle with me. You are indeed skilled as a trainer. As promised, here's your HM. But let me say this, you should treat your Pokemon better. The way you battle is far too harsh. Pokemon are not tools of war. He claims to be an elder, but he's weak. It stands to reason. I'd never lose to fools who babble about being nice to Pokemon. I only care about strong Pokemon that can win. I really couldn't care less about weak Pokemon. Dylan used an escape rope. Dylan's a jerk. So good of you to come here. Sprout Tower is a place of training. People and their Pokemon test bonds to build a brighter future together. I am the final test. Allow me to check the ties between your Pokemon and you. That's gonna be like an infomercial thing. Your Pokemon and you. And it's like an instructional video on how to be a trainer. You and your Pokemon should have no problem using this move. Take this Flash HM. Back when Flash was an HM before a TM. flash illuminates even the darkest of all places, but to use it out of battle, you need the badge from Violet's gym. Which we will be going for, because that's the last thing we have to do here. So, use the escape rope we got earlier, rather than taking the long way out. There we go. I'll show you the real power of the magnificent bird Pokemon. Alright then, we got our first gym battle against Falkner, who's going to use flying types. Pidgey and Pidgeotto. Okay, that worked. I guess I'll just keep using Gust. I think I'm just pretty... I think I might be a little over leveled. Just saying. I'm going to Sand Attack you. I do not want you... If this one's able to beat Pidgey, I do not want it to ever use Mud Slap. So I'm going to do this twice, and then it'll hopefully miss more attacks. And Pidgey just sweeps the whole thing. I overtrained for this one. By using this TM, a Pokemon will instantly learn a new move. Think before you act. A TM can only be used once. TM31 contains Mud Slap. It reduces the enemy's accuracy while it causes some damage. In other words, it is both defensive and offensive. The more you know. We discovered that a Pokemon will not hatch until it grows in the egg. It also has to be with other active Pokemon to hatch. You're the only person we can rely on. Please call Professor Elm when that egg hatches. Okay. And young Sir Albert has been defeated once again. As Master Quilliam starts to become more and more powerful. That's the Pokemon I want. I don't know why I can't find it, and I have to battle a trainer. Unless somehow I'm going to find out that I actually can't catch one. If that's the case, then it might be a little SOL right now. Wooper in the grass is a 30%. Oh my gosh, I had to catch it at night. Alright, well, I'm skipping Wooper. It's 30% at night, so unless I was going to sit and play until 6 o'clock, I can't get it. So I am going to have to move on. I might need something temporary. Just seems like a... How about this for a unique team? Should I or should I not? Go for it? Oh no. Okay, we're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch this become a disaster on its own. We're not gonna take it through the whole thing. We're not gonna take it through the entire journey. I just want to see how far we can go with it. So we have a Hoppip now. And you got her to beat Red. Oh no, my god, that would be amazing. Plant. Plant. Just name it Plant. There you go. We're gonna evolve. We're gonna battle. We're gonna grind and try to get Plant as strong as we can and see how far we can go. It's gonna be a disaster, and I love the idea of it already. I hope it gets a grass type move soon, so that way I can give it the Miracle Seed. So that way I can have a much more powerful Plant. Synthesis at 5, but I don't think it has. I think it might have that. Tackle, Poison Powder. Oh my gosh, it learns nothing until 20. Wow. Oh boy. Okay then. I don't think Plant is gonna be useful at all. We're gonna have to teach us some moves if we can. What level do I get? 20. Wait, no. 18. Okay. So I have to train it 11 levels for it to actually start learning really good moves, and then just don't evolve it until it gets Mega Drain, and then let it evolve. We need more Gen 2 games. No, we're fine. Sinnoh remakes when? Hopefully in the future, we can start saying Sinnoh confirmed. Maybe on the maybe on a console. Maybe on the Switch. That'd be awesome. A couple of years ago, when I would play against my brothers in Pokemon, like we'd get our teams for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and we put them into Pokemon Battle Revolution just because I had the better animations. And we would do battles to see, you know, we would have our own battles and see who can win all of them, who doesn't win all of them, and we'd be going up against each other. I went up against my one of my older brothers, and he had an Arceus on his team. That was his last Pokemon. My last Pokemon was an Infernape, and I just destroyed him. So that's why I was like, you know what? This one's my favorite from now on, just because I took out an Arceus with it. Sometimes panic when I lose my Gen 7 game since Lugia is in it. Yeah, I know that feeling. It's not a good feeling at all. Oh boy. The same about my Swampert in Alpha Sapphire. Exactly. Like, you get attached to these Pokemon. So when you lose your save data, or when you have to transfer it, you make sure that it tries to get there without completely disappearing or anything. There we go. That was definitely worth all that time. Oh, crap. Oh, no. And this is where my story ends. I'm gonna heal as fast as I can. Let's get that burn. This is what I was hoping to... I probably should have gone with a Bellsprout. Okay. So far, so good. I'll take it. And there we go. Alright, Plant. I'm gonna need you to take one hit. Just one hit. That's all I need you to take. You just need to take one. You're a flying type. You're a grass type. You should be able to do this no problem. I need to recover Burb. Can you take this hit? Of course you can take that hit. Low kicks are nothing to you. We're near the Pokemon Center already, so you know what? You don't let that much up defeat you. You just let your burns do that, because Plant's coming out. Your defeat, your loss will not go in vain. Oh wow, it's faster. Okay. Sure, I'll take that. And poison powder. Okay, yeah, cool. We're back in business. We're back in action. Not like that horrible Looney Tunes movie. I've seen it, and I don't like it. So, for Hoppip, it would learn Stun Spore, Sleep Powder, Leech Seed, Cotton Spore. Okay, so it learns that stuff. What about Skiploom? Cotton Spore and Mega Drain at 36. Or I can go with Cotton Spore and Mega Drain at 30. So I could probably risk another 12 levels. Just so that way Hoppip can get Mega Drain as fast as it can. Or as soon as it can. Who are you? You want me to make some balls? Sorry, that'll have to wait. Do you know Team Rocket? Don't worry, I'll tell you anyhow. Team Rocket is an evil gang that uses Pokemon for their dirty work. They're supposed to have disbanded 3 years ago. Anyways, they're in the well cutting off Slowpoke's tails for sale. So I'm going to give them a lesson in pain. Hang on, Slowpoke. Old Kurt is on his way. Ah, my hip. Hey there. The guard up top took off when I shouted at him, but then I took a tumble down the well. I slammed down hard on my back so I can't move. Rats, if I were fit, my Pokemon would have punished them. Oh, it can't be helped. Show them how gutsy you are in my place. So a stranger's gonna ask me to go and interact with more strangers. You know what's funny? You see this the female Rocket Grunt sprite? I always thought there was like a Zubat or something like under her armpits for some reason. I don't understand why. I always thought there was like, it was supposed to be like a Pokemon, but when I see it now, it's like, oh, it's her hair. It just extends. It just goes that much further down. So, yeah. Plant is going to destroy all of them. I will see to it that that is possible. Oh, this Rocket Girl is named Rocket member in the show. Oh, okay. Oh, Cassidy. Yeah, that's right. It is going to dumb. Never mind. I don't want you to fight. I don't think I want you fighting Ekans. I definitely don't want you fighting Ekans. Yeah, no, we're going to bail you out. Quilliam. I mean, if it's possible, I will carry Plant with me from this one all the way to the most recent gen, to like Gen 7, and if it's possible, Gen 8. We'll see. We'll see when the games come out. But yeah, like replace the purple with blonde, and yeah, that would be her. Huh. Crazy. Keep it unevolved for laughs. I'm keeping it unevolved until it learns Mega Drain. The moment it does that, all hell will be unleashed on the planet. Fights through the confusion to take out a Zubat. Sure. Go ahead, plant. And it's learning Stun Spore, which I can actually use that. I'm going to run out of tackles doing this. Oh, no. That's not good. Oh, no, I'm getting you out of there. Remember that time in the anime where there was a baby Lugia even though legendaries can't breed in the games? Yeah, and for some reason Heatran has a gender even though it's a legendary Pokemon itself. Strange, isn't it? Just wait till next time on Dragon Ball GT. Yeah, Team Rocket was broken up 3 years ago, but we continued our activities underground. Now you can have fun watching us stir up trouble. Or I could just stop you. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from stopping you. Evil schemes for Plant. Way to go. Team Rocket has taken off. My back's better too. Let's get out of here. As Dragon Ball Plant. You handled yourself like a real hero at the well. I like your style. I would be honored to make balls for a trainer like you. This is all I have now, but take it. He handed me his balls. That sounded wrong. Remember when he gave his balls to a 10-year-old? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pepperidge Farm should have said something a long time ago, because that's some sketchy stuff going on. Okay, so I think we've done a lot here. I know I could go into the gym, but that'll probably take a little bit longer. How about this? The next time we come back to Pokemon Crystal, I think I might just do that on Friday, because I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. And hopefully our new plant god can become stronger and assimilate into our plan. So far it's working out. So there we go. There's the face of your new god. Hail before him, he's the closest we'll get to him. Yep, that's the closest you're getting to him. Or should I say her? The closest you're getting to her. So it's not so much as a plant god, as a plant goddess. There you go.
Let's take a dive in aquatic